All right, we are live, guys. What's up? We got a 6-game preseason slate on tap, the last preseason slate of the season. Really excited about this one. I'm liking it a lot, and we got some good value plays. We got some good spend ups. There's some good guys in the mid range. So there's a lot of different ways we can go. As always, let's go over what we know so far first. Then I'll get to the team by team breakdown, and then we'll get to questions at the end. We got a lot of time, so let's jump into it. What we know, Kyrie. If you guys watch this video, the coach said he's going to play good minutes, but not like regular season minutes. So my best prediction like that is probably 25 to 28, somewhere in that range, like mid 20s, mid to upper 20s. Because I think in a normal game he probably plays 35 or so about. So I think that's probably a safe estimate for Kyrie. He's not out of play. I just probably prefer a couple other studs. The huge news of the day, right? No LeBron, no AD. No Dwight, no JaVale, no Danny Green, no Avery Bradley, no Rondo, no Quinn Cook. So there are 7 healthy players right now. Well, technically 8. The Lakers just signed Marcus Allen, who I don't even know who that is, but he's not in their player pool. So technically 8 players: Caruso, KCP, Norvell Jr., Kakak, Jackson, Kostas Antetokounmpo, and Jared Dudley, along with Marcus Allen. And then Troy Daniels and Talon Horton-Tucker are both questionable. They haven't played in a few games, so we'll see. If they're not available, then the Lakers will only have 8 healthy players. And you got to predict what? Everyone gets, probably 30-plus minutes, right? So I tweeted Kostas Antetokounmpo season. Literally any of the Lakers' value plays are in play. All of them. I like them all. I did tweet, though, there is some risk with the Warriors, guys, right? Because we saw it last night. Denver... Mike Malone said a few days ago, starters, or for the last couple of games, the starters will get upper 20s minutes. And then because Portland rested their guys, Denver decided to not play their guys in the second half. So there definitely is risk with targeting these Golden State guys. Steve Kerr said he wants to give them like regular season minutes, like in the 30s. But if the Lakers are resting everyone, I don't know if Steve Kerr is still going to do that. So there is definitely risk with Steph, D'Angelo Russell, and Draymond, but the upside's still there. Now this was from a beat report or a beat writer. I tweeted at him and said, do you think they're still going to use this game as a dress rehearsal? He said, I think so. So, that's not the best answer, but, I guess gives me a little more confidence to target the Golden State guys, but there definitely is risk, right? JJ Redick's going to start tonight, which means Brandon Ingram will play the power forward position. Again, I like that game a lot. Pelicans, Knicks. 76er starters, we got Josh Richardson, Furkan, Tobias, Al Horford, and Embiid. Looks like no Ben Simmons. And then Josh Richardson will only play the first half. We don't know about the other guys, right? Tobias, Al Horford, and Embiid. I think they would probably play into the second half, but maybe, get pulled in the third quarter, then don't come back in. That's probably my best guess right now. And then Wizards starters, Ish, Beal, Bonga, Rui, and Bryant. They're saying not a lot of minutes for Beal, though, first quarter or so. So obviously Beal's out of play. And that's kind of it, what we know so far. So let's go team by team now, break down some salaries, and yeah. So we'll start with the first game here, Washington, Philly, and Washington. So not a whole lot I like here, to be honest. Like Beal's out of play, right? Only going to play the first quarter or so. Thomas Bryant would probably be my preferred target if I was going to play someone, but I'm worried that he gets in foul trouble against Embiid. And I just don't think we have to risk it with him, right? I think there's probably better value plays. I do like the upside on Thomas Bryant, but I don't think we have to go there. Same with Hushamora, like Mo Wagner. Yeah, they're solid, but I think I prefer some other value guys, and that's really it. Like, I don't think we have to target these Washington guys on the slate. I think there's better value plays. So let's move on to Philly. Philly, the spend-up option is Embiid, right? Probably not going to play into the fourth quarter. We don't have definitive news yet. I mean, they're only playing Richardson a half. In the last preseason game, Embiid played into the third quarter, then got pulled. I think he played 22 minutes. So I'm guessing we kind of get the same here. The matchup's really good. He can crush in that time. I think the only way I go Embiid is if I know he's going to play, close to 30 minutes. But if he's only going to play like 20 to 24, yeah, he can still crush, but I think I prefer, other spend-ups like Harden, Steph possibly. Obviously, there's risk there. Tobias, I think is solid, right? We don't know what the minutes going to be like. My best guess is 20 to 25. Josh Richardson can't go there, only playing the first half. Horford's the guy that fills up the stat sheet, but nothing I really feel great about. Right now, I'll be honest with you guys, I have no one in this game. It's a complete fade for me right now. Like Thibault, Trey Burke off the bench, yeah, they're okay. Quinn's a guy that can fill up the stat sheet in limited time. Wouldn't hate him as a value play, right? Probably we'll see 15 to 20 minutes. He played in 14 minutes. He had 2 points, 11 boards, 5 assists, 2 blocks. He's always a guy that fills up the stat sheet, but I don't necessarily know if we have to go there. I think that the Lakers value guys are better right now just because they're guaranteed pretty big minutes. So that's why this first game, it's kind of a cross-off for me as of right now. Toronto news, we don't have a whole lot right now. I think everyone's going to be good to go. Again, we don't really know what the minutes are going to be like. At least I haven't seen anything yet. If you guys see anything, would appreciate if you tag me on Twitter. But yeah, Siakam is solid at 7.2K, but do I want to go there on the slate? I don't know, right? I don't know what the minutes are going to be like. I think I prefer the stars and scrubs approach right now with the spend-up guys and those cheap guys. So that's kind of my preferred build. So playing guys in the mid-range is a little tricky. But I do like the upside in Siakam. I don't think he's out of play. We just don't know what the minutes are going to be like. Lowry's okay. Van Fleet can't go there with Lowry back. Guys like Gasol, Ibaka, Boucher, we don't really know what the minutes are going to be like. So yeah, Toronto's, besides Siakam, I guess, it's kind of a stay away for me too. So move on to Brooklyn. So Brooklyn, again, Kyrie going to play significant minutes, I said in this quote, but not regular season minutes. So again, my best guess is mid to upper 20s for Kyrie, and he can definitely get you there at 8.2K. But the thing is, are you going to play Kyrie Irving over Harden? Are you going to play him over Steph? Are you going to play him over Westbrook, right? It's kind of tricky. I think I like the upside a little bit more on those other guys, but if Kyrie's knocking out shots, he can definitely get you there in mid to upper 20s minutes. LeVert's solid, right? Kind of the number 2 in the offense at 5.4K, but again, the mid-range is kind of tricky for me. I really like the stars and scrubs build. DeAndre Jordan's okay. I would much prefer, though, Jarrett Allen at 4.4K. He would probably be my favorite play here for the Nets, just because he's power forward eligible, so you can play 2 centers with him if you want. And he's a guy that not going to play huge minutes, but probably close to 20, maybe a little bit more. He's a guy that gets you there, blocks, steals. We know this guy's upside, so I don't mind him as a value play. And then that's kind of it. Like Dinwiddie is okay. Don't know if we have to go there though. That's really it for me. So yeah, these first 2 games, I'm not super high on either of these games. Now we get to Houston. So Houston, it's really the 2 guys at the top, and that's it for me. It's Harden, it's Westbrook. Now, I think Westbrook goes super low owned tonight because he burned everyone, but we know this is Russell Westbrook, right? I know playing alongside Harden is a downgrade to him, but he's still going to be super aggressive. He's going to shoot the ball a ton. We know the upside is huge on Westbrook, and at 8K, that's a pretty appealing price. So he's definitely a spend up I'm considering, right? It's tough between him, Harden, and Steph for me. I like all 3. I like the upside a lot. So yeah, and then obviously Harden, I think he's going to be the chalk of the slate, right? He probably has the most upside out of anyone on the slate. So yeah, like I said, Harden, Westbrook, Steph is the spend ups. It's really close for me. Capella, I just think it's okay here at 5.8K. A little too inconsistent for my liking, and I don't know if we have to go there in this slate. And then guys like PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon, House. If you really feel strong about those guys, you can play them, but just not the way I'm looking on this slate. So now we move on to Miami. Miami, we haven't seen anything yet. Let me check Twitter really quick because this is the second night of a back-to-back for them. So I'm just checking Twitter really quick, see if we got anything. Let's see. I've yet to see anything on the Miami Heat guys. Hopefully we get some news somewhat soon because if they rest starters, if they rest a lot of guys, then here, let's just say, so this is just my best guess, is Miami rests like their main guys, right? Like Bam, Jimmy, Dragic, Winslow, Kelly O, Myers, Deion Waiters. Like they rest a lot of their guys. So then if that happens, we could look to a guy like Tyler Hero, who I think would be really popular, or Kendrick Nunn. I think I would lean towards Nunn in the price savings, but I would like both those guys a lot because they flash the upside in the Summer League. So yeah, this will be a situation we have to monitor. If Miami's going to play their starters and play them normal minutes, then yeah, I love Bam. I love Jimmy Butler. Would go right back to the well there. It'll probably be Bam and Jimmy for me. And then you could look to Winslow too. He had a pretty big game. And the price tags on all these guys are really appealing. So if Miami plays their starters regular minutes, it's Bam and Jimmy for me. If a lot of the guys rest, then it's probably going to be Tyler Hero and Kendrick Nunn. So hopefully we get news on that soon. Let's move on to probably the most appealing game here on the slate. This game and the Lakers-Golden State game. Pelicans, Knicks. You guys know this game's going to be played at a really fast pace. Two bad defenses. There should be a lot of points scored in this one. Everyone's pretty fairly priced. No Zion. I like a lot of people here on the Pelicans. Drew, Lonzo, Ingram, NAW, Melee, Favors. You could go JJ Redick, a little scoring dependent for my liking. You could go Josh Hart, a little scoring dependent for my liking. Okafor kind of got limited in the minutes. So I think it's really, for me, it's Favors, Melee, NAW, Ingram, Lonzo, Drew. I like all those guys. Now, we haven't seen anything definitive on starters news, but I think my best guess is they're going to use this close to like a dress rehearsal. So I think the starters get 25 to 30 minutes. That's my best guess. Again, this is not confirmed, but I think they probably get extended a little bit in this one. So I like all these guys, right? Drew, if you can get there. I love Lonzo, 6.2K. Ingram, no Zion. There's so much usage to go around. So all these guys, NAW, the price is up on him, but we've seen it so far. When this guy gets minutes, he crushes. It's just whether or not, how many minutes he's going to get. If I know NAW was going to get 25 minutes, I would lock him into my lineup. But we don't know. He could play 10 to 15 minutes. So there's definitely some risk there. Melee's a guy who should get a little more run. Favors is way too cheap. The minutes have kind of been up and down on him. But I think they're going to use this game closer to like a dress rehearsal. So that price tag on Derek Favors is way too cheap. And then guys like Redick and Josh Hart, personally, I don't play those type of guys. They're too scoring dependent for my liking, but the price tags make them in play. So if you want to go JJ, if you want to go Josh Hart, not going to talk you off those guys. And that's kind of it for the Pelicans. Again, a lot I like there on the Pelicans. And same thing here on the Knicks side. I like a lot of these guys. So Julius Randle at the top, revenge game. They've been running the offense through him. He played 35 minutes last night. The starters have really been extended so far for the preseason for the Knicks. So really like Julius Randle. RJ Barrett, it's just too cheap, right? He's playing basically 35 to 40 minutes locked every night. The matchup's great. I don't think the price is up on him enough. So Randle, Barrett at the top. Alfred Payton and Dennis Smith Jr. are a little riskier because they said they're going to split the point guard minutes with Nicotina's not going to play in this one. So they're going to split it with Alfred Payton and Dennis Smith Jr. Now, can they get you there? I think it's kind of be like an even split, like maybe 24 minutes down the middle, right? 24 for Payton, 24 for Dennis Smith Jr. So I guess if you're making me pick between those two guys, I'm going to lean towards the price savings in Dennis Smith Jr., but both are in play. Bobby Portis, I'm a little torn here. I played him last time. He was solid, but when he started, he kind of stood in the corner a lot in offense, which worried me, right? That they ran the offense through Randle. They ran it through Barrett. So Bobby Portis at times stood in the corner. When he's aggressive, he can crush. So I'm a little torn here. Marcus Morris is too cheap too at 5.3K. He's been playing big minutes. He's looked really good too. So yeah, I like him a good amount. Mitchell Robinson, you could look there off the bench. He's a guy, the upside's high, but the floor is kind of low. It's whether or not he's being aggressive. He can stay out of foul trouble. So don't mind Mitchell Robinson. And a guy like Knox, I think he's okay. Don't know if the minutes will be huge on him, but I think he's still in play. Taj Gibson, don't think the minutes will be enough, and that's kind of it. So, yeah, I like a lot of these guys. Probably my top targets here for the Knicks would be Randle, RJ Barrett, and Marcus Morris, and then probably Bobby Portis and Mitchell Robinson. But yeah, I like a lot in this game. So let's move on to Memphis, San Antonio. We don't have any news yet on the starters, right? But Jaren Jackson Jr., the price is up on him. It came up from what? He was 4.3K. Now he's 5.9. We know the upside's there, though, right? He flashed it in that last game. He has huge upside. It's just whether or not he can stay out of foul trouble. He's still fouled out in that game. So another guy. The upside's high, but the floor is low. So you could take a shot there, 5.9K. But again, he's kind of in that tricky range of in the mid-tier. It's kind of tricky, right? You want those guys up top, and you want the cheap guys. So I think a lot of these guys in the mid-range go, lower owned. Brandon Clark, okay. I think I would lean towards Jaren Jackson Jr. I think he has a little bit more upside, but Clark did flash him upside in the Summer League and in that game where Jaren Jackson Jr. Shit the bed. Tyus Jones, don't know if I want to go there. John Morant back, but John Morant, I like this price tag a good amount on him at 4.5K. Probably going to play 25 or so minutes, maybe a little bit more. So the tricky part for me, and something I'm still deciding on, is do I want to play John Morant or do I want to play one of those Lakers guards with like Norvell, Caruso, Jackson, KCP, right? It's really close. The minutes will probably be a little bit higher on those Lakers guys, but I think John Morant's the better player. So it's a really close decision for me and something I'm still deciding on. I like John Morant a lot here, though, at 4.5K. And then these other Memphis guys, I just don't think we have to go there. Like Caboclo, Kyle Anderson, Rob, Jay Crowder's okay, but Yeah, it's really for me, it's Ja Morant and it's Jaren Jackson Jr. Ja Morant for sure number one, then Jaren Jackson Jr. Clark's okay, but that's kind of it for me. So let's move on to San Antonio. San Antonio is always tricky, right? It's Popovich. They've kind of been limiting the starters' minutes, but DeRozan currently listed as questionable. If he misses this one, then we could look to a guy like DeJounte Murray again, where the upside's huge on him. It's just whether or not he gets the minutes, right? He crushed it in the time last time, but only played 21 minutes. 20 points, 4 assists, 3 boards, 1 steal. If I knew DeJounte Murray was going to play, mid to upper 20s minutes, I would lock him into my lineup. I love the upside on him if DeRozan's out. This would be if DeRozan's out. But Popovich, it's always risky, right? You just never know what's going to happen. I hate, Popovich and DFS is such a headache. So the Spurs are kind of in a void for me right now, just because I don't necessarily think we have to take the risk on these guys. Again, if I knew some of these guys are going to play big minutes, then I would like them a lot. But, am I going to play LaMarcus Aldridge over Julius Randle at a similar price tag? I don't think so. I like the upside more with Randle. The matchup's better, and he's, the minutes a bit higher. So, for me right now, the Spurs are kind of a stay away, right? If I knew they're going to play big minutes, guys like Lonnie Walker, you look to Pirtle, Murray, right? But, as of right now, it's a stay away because I'm just worried about Popovich and those minutes. So finally, we got the last game, right? Lakers, Golden State. This is huge. So Lakers are sitting most of their roster. So they have Caruso is active, Norvell Jr., KCP, Kakak, Jackson. Hearn is not available. He was waived. So do not play Reggie Hearn, Jared Dudley, and Kostas Antetokounmpo with Troy Daniels and Horton Tucker questionable. They both missed the last few games here. Remains out, and the Lakers get. Okay, I don't think Troy Daniels is going to be back. They said have yet to issue a timeline for his return, and that was, 10-15. So that doesn't sound good. I don't think he's going to be available. And Horton Tucker, I honestly don't even know who this guy is. He's been out for a while, though. And, my best guess is both those guys sit. So that would mean 8 active guys for the Lakers, right? And in a game that's going to be played at a really fast pace, I think you want some value pieces for this. So the tricky part is which ones, right? I think literally any of the guys that are active, you can play. I like them all, right? So Caruso, Norvell, KCP, Kakak, Demetrius Jackson, Kostas, Jared Dudley. You could play any of those guys, and I would not, talk you off them. I like all those guys. All of them should play close to 30 minutes, if not more, right? So the upside's huge on all these guys. I think you want to at least play 2 Lakers in your lineup, possibly 3. So, it's really tough, right? Caruso's flash upside in games. Norvell's flash upside. KCP if he's knocking down shots. Those 3 probably have the most upside. Kakak, they have no bigs, right? Kakak, and I guess they could run Jared Dudley small ball 5 or little Kostas at the 5. But Kakak's really their only true bigs. So it would probably be those 4 would be my preferred targets up top with Caruso, Norvell, KCP, Kakak. But Demetrius Jackson probably going to come off the bench, but he has flashed a lot of upside too. And this is kind of the same situation with those Celtics a few nights ago, right? Everyone went to Carson Edwards. Some people went to Wanamaker. But those guys off the bench, they crushed it. Waters and someone else, right? So literally any of these guys are playable. Really. I think you get 2, possibly even 3 Lakers in your lineup. I really think they're the best value on the slate just because the minutes are locked in. The pace is going to be played really good. So I think this is where you get your value here with the Lakers. Let's move on to Golden State. So Golden State, there's some risk now, right? Because the Lakers are resting all their main guys. Steve Kerr originally said this is going to be a dress rehearsal, 30-plus minutes for the starters. But like I said, look what happened last night with Denver and Portland. Denver said starters in the mid-20s. Portland rested their main guys. Denver didn't bring out the starters in the second half. So there is probably, I would say, 25 to 30% chance that these studs don't play in the second half. There's a chance. But if they play 30 minutes, then the upside is just huge on these guys, right? Steph going up against third stringers, he could drop 70 fantasy points if he plays 30 minutes. So it's really a tricky situation and one where you don't feel great either way, right? If you play Steph and he plays only the first half, then you feel shitty. If you fade him and he plays 30-plus minutes, you're dead in the water too. So this is the key to the slate, and hopefully we get some clarity before lock. I don't think we will, so that's why it's a little tricky, right? But the upside is just huge on Steph. It's huge on D'Angelo Russell. It's huge on Draymond Green. I like all three a lot. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I laid out the risk, right? The risk is they only play the first half, and yeah, but it's a really tricky situation, right? So Marquise Chris, I think, is okay at 5.5K. I think I would lean towards Draymond, though, if I'm picking between the two, but he is also flash upside, too. And going up against, like, third-string guys, yeah, I don't think you cross off Marquise Chris either. I think it's really Chris, Draymond, Russell, and Steph for me, and that's kind of it. I don't think I want to target these cheaper guys. So yeah, this is kind of where the slate is going to be won, right? Trying to figure out these Golden State Warriors minutes. Okay, we got 350 viewers right now in here. Thank you guys for coming to check out the stream again. I'll be live for another 40 or so minutes. Would appreciate if you hit that like button. I'm going to take a sip of water here, and then we'll get to some questions. I'm going to check Twitter one more time, too, actually. See what we got. Sorry if I don't reply to you guys on Twitter. I just, a lot of people are tweeting at me. Smith, Ellington, Barrett, Randall, and Robinson starting tonight for the Knicks. Okay. Thank you for tagging that, Jonathan Lee. So now Mitchell Robinson's starting. So I almost kind of like Bobby Portis a little bit more coming out the bench, right? He's going to be playing with lower usage guys. So I think I prefer Bobby a little bit more now. But I still think the top targets for me are RJ Barrett and Randall. Wait, no Marcus Morris? Smith, Ellington, Barrett, Randall, Robinson. So I don't see Marcus Morris in there. So, okay, this is pretty big news. If Marcus Morris is out, that's big, right? I don't see him in the starting lineup. Spoelstra said Heat will have a pretty full complement tonight. Haslam will have a pretty full complement tonight. Haslam, James Johnson, and KZ are out. I don't really know what that means. You guys know what that means? Spoelstra said Heat will have a pretty full complement tonight. What the hell does that even mean? Heat playing regulars in second half of a preseason game. Okay, so said the Heat are playing the regulars in second half of a preseason game, right? So that means then we can go to Jimmy Butler and Bam, if I'm reading that correctly. These beat writers and their tweets, like, can you just be more clear, right? Like, Jim Boylan, 4 stints. Like, just say how many minutes. God, like, I don't know why these beat writers have to be so, like, weird with their words. But, yeah, okay. So, if the Heat guys are going to play a pretty full complement tonight, I mean, my best guess is they get pretty solid minutes. But, yeah, that's just what I'm getting from those quotes right now. All right, let's get to questions here. KCP is bad, bro. I just go Norvell, Caruso. Like I said, you could literally play any one of those Lakers guys that are active. No Morris. Yeah, I didn't see Morris in the starting lineup. So that is, yeah, they said Ellington starting. So my best guess now is Marcus Morris doesn't play. Yeah, agree. All these guys are available. Full complement minutes. KCP is a vet. He's still playing this game. That tells you what the Lakers think of him. Yeah, that's not a good sign for KCP and like making the team, right? He could get cut. Kostas or Dudley. I mean, yeah, I'm always going to lean towards the younger guy, so give me Kostas, but both are definitely in play. Kakak is sneaking out if he gets 20. I think Kakak gets closer to 30, and he crushed. He was a guy that, when he got minutes, was super productive in the Summer League, so yeah, I like Kakak a lot. I want to play Chris, but why not pay 200 more for Draymond, or can stack him? Yeah, that right, like, I think I prefer Draymond 2 to Chris. Yeah, if I'm picking between those two, you could play Draymond. You could play them both if you really want to, but I think I'm going to lean towards Draymond. Westbrook playing with dislocated fingers, yeah. He said he's playing with dislocated fingers, but he's fine. I mean, I don't know. He's going to be a lot lower owned tonight, I think, for sure. It's like, come on, speak English. Yeah, like, what? Curry or Westbrook? I mean, I'm going to lean towards Curry right now. Embiid play a full game. We don't know. I haven't seen anything confirmed yet. My best guess is he gets like 20 to 25 minutes. Let's see if anything else has come out. Yeah, people are literally tweeting at Ira Winderman, the guy who tweeted it, a pretty full compliment tonight. Like, what does that mean, dude? Embiid full game, yeah. No, I think he's probably 20 to 25 unless we hear otherwise. Minutes. Harden playing, yes, I'm almost positive he's playing. Randall and Portis now. You could definitely play both for sure. Like I said, I prefer Bobby Portis coming out the bench. I think the upside's higher in Randall, but you can play both if you want to. No Morris, he's not in the starting lineup, what I see. So my best guess is he's not playing. Thoughts on Joel Embiid for cash? I have a feeling he'll smash even in 20. You can play him, yeah, for sure. The matchup's great. It's just the minutes that concerns me with him. Thoughts? How long is Harden and Embiid playing? So I think Harden is going to play 30 or so minutes, maybe a little bit more. And my best guess is Embiid like 20 to 25. Portis better now coming out the bench. I think so. Yeah. What's up, Detective? Morris isn't starting. Not sure of anything else. Yeah. My best guess is now is Marcus Morris is out, but hopefully we get that soon. IDK, who to play from the Lakers? It's a tough decision, right? Literally, you could play any of those guys that are active. Any of those 7 guys that are available. That one guy, Marcus Allen, is not in the player pool, but any of those 7 are really in play. Butler or Ingram? That's close. I wish I could decipher this stupid Heat quote. If I knew Jimmy Butler is going to play 30 minutes, I would go Jimmy Butler. But that's close, man. I mean, Ingram with no Zion in a great matchup, too. Right now, I'm going to say Ingram until we get further clarity on that Heat quote. Westbrook or Siakam, I'm going to go Westbrook there. Core plays, DK. I think you play a couple of those Lakers cheapies. And again, literally any of those guys are in play. I'm still deciding who I want to play. You can play those Lakers cheapies or Ja Morant. I think those would be like the cheap guys I would consider. The Lakers cheap guys and Ja Morant. And then spend up on guys like Harden, Curry, Westbrook. You could go Embiid if you want to. You could go Kyrie if you want to. I really think as the Stars and Scrubs build is the best approach right now. I'm stacking Lakers value tonight. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go right now. DeAndre Kakak not available on FanDuel. No, he's a power forward. I actually looked at that, and I actually made a FanDuel lineup. I had money in my account. I didn't play in a FanDuel in forever, but I threw a lineup in there, and I have Kakak in there, power forward. I know that he's min-price. What does significant minutes mean? I mean, I wish I knew. I said my best guess is 25 to 28, right? He said he's not going to give him regular season minutes, but significant minutes. So who knows, right? These coaches and these beat writers they're always so weird with their phrases. Is Portis playing, though? Yes, Bobby Portis will come out the bench. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure he will come out the bench. Because they started Mitchell Robinson a few games ago. Still like Barrett? Yes, I still like Barrett. Anyone on Pirtle? I don't think we have to do it. I think there's better. I think the Lakers' value and Ja Morant are better value plays. I got Kakak, Morant, and Curry, LOL. Yeah, I like that. New Orleans in a dress rehearsal. We haven't got anything confirmed, but I'm guessing it is going to be close to a dress rehearsal, right? So I think 25 to 30 is my best guess, but there's nothing confirmed yet. 3 Knicks too many? No, you can play 3 Knicks. Allen, Jordan, or Robinson at center. I think the upside is the highest on Robinson. If you're playing it safe, I think you go Jarrett Allen. Yeah, because DeAndre Jordan's a little bit too expensive. He's, 5.4. Jarrett Allen's 4.4. Robinson's 4.6. So I think the upside's the highest on Mitchell Robinson. I think probably the safest play is Jarrett Allen. Morris coming out the bench tonight, confirmed. That is confirmed. Okay, let me see that on Twitter really quick. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 sec. Let me try to bring this up. Where do you see? Let me Twitter search Marcus Morris. I don't see that yet. Confirmed coming out the bench. Marcus Morris coming off the bench. I just saw that RotoWire. I don't know if that's confirmed. I think they're just. I don't necessarily think that's confirmed. I don't know. I got Kakak, Morant, Curry. Yeah. No, okay, let's see. Raptors minutes news. We don't know. Again, always a safe estimate for preseason for starters is like 25-ish minutes. So I think that's a pretty safe estimate from RotoWire. Yeah, so I think what they do is they just like get that starting lineup, and then I don't think that's necessarily confirmed because I didn't see it anywhere. Any beat writers talk about it. I just did a Twitter search for Marcus Morris. If I play Udonis, do I need to leave money on the table to take down a GPP? Yeah, don't think I would play. How old is he, right? He's got to be 43, 44? How is he still in the league? Kakak or KCP? Like I said, it's really close to me on all those Lakers guys. I don't have like a great feel. If you're going to make me choose, I'm going to go Kakak. I always, KCP is a little too scoring dependent for my liking, but in a game they're missing all those guys, KCP should be really aggressive. So, and we have seen the upside on them. A couple games of the Lakers. We saw the Pistons a few years ago, so it's really close there. I think Kakak's a little bit safer, but I think KCP maybe has a little bit more upside, I guess. Kostas or Kakak, I think I'll go Kakak there. Easily stars and scrubs build, but who knows what scrub will show up. Curry, Harden, KCP, Draymond, Julius, Caruso, Kostas, Barrett. Yeah, I like that a lot. Jaren Jackson or Kakak or Kostas. Well, they're different prices. It depends what you need. I think Jaren Jackson has the most upside. But if you need a cheaper guy, I think you can go Kakak or Kostas. Like I said, they're kind of different prices. Barrett, JJJ, or Draymond. Man, I like all three. That's a really tough question. I guess give me Barrett, because I think the minutes would be the highest on him, but all three I like a lot. Thoughts on Nikhil Melli? Sorry if I missed it. Yeah, he's 100% in play. I liked a lot of those Pelicans guys, right? Let's go over them again. We still don't have anything confirmed on minutes-wise, but my best guess is they're going to use it close to regular season games. So Drew, Lonzo, Ingram, NAW, Melli, Favors, and that's kind of it, right? Redick and Hart are a little too scoring dependent for my liking. Same with Etuan Moore. So Favors, Melli, NAW. We don't know what the minutes are going to be like for NAW, but he has huge upside. Like I said, if I knew NAW was going to get 25 minutes, I would lock him in. But we don't know he's going to get that. And then Ingram, Lonzo, Drew. So there's a lot of top guys I do like on the Pelicans. Let's see. DDR or LMA? DDR. Is that DeMar DeRozan or LMA? I'm not super high on either Spurs. I guess give me LaMarcus Aldridge. Melli or Kakak. I think I would go Kakak there because I think the minutes are going to be a little bit higher for him, right? It's just the Lakers possibly will only have 8 guys active. Any love for Kendrick Nunn, super low owned? Yes. So I will go Kendrick Nunn, but from what I'm hearing from this quote, my best guess is the starters are going to get more run. Okay, that's kind of big. Troy Daniels absent from injury report. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. So that's tricky now, right? Because that's another guard into the mix. God, I was really hoping that wouldn't happen. I was really hoping Troy Daniels and Horton Tucker would both be out. With Troy Daniels now active, that is 8, possibly 9 guys active. So now the minutes are definitely going down on these guys, right? So that takes a hit to the value guys. And it's tricky now, right? It's really tricky. I still think guys like Norvell and Caruso and KCP are solid plays, but I think the minutes go down on them a bit now with Troy Daniels being active. That's another guard in the mix. That's a wrench that I was hoping he would be out for sure. Ingram or Green, I like both. I think Ingram's a little bit safer. We don't know what the minutes are going to be like for Golden State guys. Favorite Pelican? Give me Lonzo Ball for his price, but I like all those Pelicans. Is McGee playing? No, McGee's out. Harden, possibly Embiid. Ingram for me. Udonis is a shark play. Kakak or Norvell. As of right now that Troy Daniels is playing, I think I'm leaning towards Kakak. I think they're really thin up front, so I think Kakak probably gets a little bit more minutes. Can we fade Harden with Embiid, Curry, and Kyrie? Yeah, that's doable. It's risky. Harden's going to be super high owned, but it's doable. We are over 400 concurrent viewers. If you guys are new to the stream, would appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. I won 6K with a KCP line last year. Yeah, the upside's there. Literally any of those Lakers guys, but with Troy Daniels being active, I really did not want that. I'll say that because that definitely worries me. Horton Tucker is out though. Okay, thank you. Thanks, man. So they will only have 9 active players. 9 active players, 8 that are playable in Draftkings. Would you play Curry in cash? Yeah, I think I would. I think fading Harden is a great GPP move. Yeah, he's going to be super high owned. Anyone in Caboclo tonight? Don't think we have to do it. Bill, who you paying up for besides Harden? Drew, Westbrook, or Curry? Give me Steph there. I think the upside's the highest. He's the riskiest of the 3, but give me Steph. Would you rather fade Curry than Harden? I think from what we know right now, I would rather fade Curry because I think Harden, the minutes are pretty locked in to like 30 or so. So give me Harden right now. You like Favors the most? No, I don't think he's not my favorite, but I think the price tag on him is really appealing. My pay-ups are Siakam, Harden, Westbrook. Yeah, I think Siakam's okay. We just don't know what the minutes going to be like, but he's still in play at, 7.2, right? Where is Siakam? Siakam 7.2. So, yeah, like I said, he is not out of play. He would be probably the one Raptors guy I would consider. Kakak is my lock. Yeah, I mean, as of right now, him, Kostas, and Jared Dudley should play the most minutes, might be my guess, because those are the only bigs the Lakers have. Kakak or Novell, I think give me Kakak now, but it's really close still. So Morris playing or what? I don't think that's confirmed yet. Favorite center that's not Embiid. Let's see. So no Embiid. Give me Julius Randle at 6.7. With Troy Daniels being active, y'all, John Morant is a perfect pivot. Yeah, 100% agree with that. John Morant's at 4.5K. Do not forget about John Morant. He's probably going to play close to 25 minutes. It's him and Jaren Jackson Jr., the main guys in that offense. So do not forget about John Morant at 4.5K. Remember, Norvell played 33 minutes with 10 guys playing. That is true. That is true. We just, it's just another guy in the mix that makes me worried, right? Norvell, literally, any of those Laker guys are still in play. Yeah. Thoughts on LeVert? I think he's okay. I don't necessarily think we have to go there, though. Marc Gasol, not for me. Will Chris get run? I think so, if he stays out of foul trouble. Russell, a good pivot off Curry since not knowing minutes. Russell Westbrook, yeah, I think that's a good pivot. Kostas, the only center they got. Yeah, I mean, Kostas is not really a center, right? He's kind of just like a wing that's tall. He's literally Giannis' brother, right? Or cousin? Brother or cousin? But he's literally the same build. So he's not really a center. He's just kind of like a tall wing. How is Kakak a lock? What's his points per minute? Yeah, he's a guy that when he got minutes in the Summer League, he was very productive. So just from what we know right now, the Lakers are thin up front. They got him, Jared Dudley, and Kostas. That's it. Jaren Jackson, yeah, the upside's there in him. Do you like Embiid, Kyrie, Harden for FanDuel? Yeah. Boucher or Justice Winslow? I don't think the minutes are going to be there in Boucher, so give me Justice. Caruso, Morant, or Novell? That's what I'm deciding on too, right? With Caruso, Morant, and Norvell. Yeah, I'm still deciding that myself, so I don't have a great answer for you. Yeah, it's like a coin flip for me with those 3. I'm deciding on I'm deciding on one. I have one spot for those 3 guys. It's really close for me. Kakak will probably play some center. Yes, I agree. Edwards, that's not center play. Center play tonight. I mean, I like Randall. You go Kakak, right? Any word on Kyrie minutes? They said significant minutes, but not regular season minutes. So my best guess is mid to upper 20s. Leonard or Kostas? Myers Leonard. I would go Kostas there. I think the minutes will be higher on him. I still don't know what that quote is with the Heat. Can we get like confirmation? I'm trying to get confirmation on that. Um, like, does pretty full compliment mean that they're going to play a lot of players, or they're going to play like a regular season game? That super annoying. And yeah, cheaper center, Jarrett Allen probably. I mean, if we're looking at Draftkings, right? You could go Mitchell Robinson. The upside, I think the upside is a little bit higher on him than Jarrett Allen, but Mitchell Robinson, Mele, Jarrett Allen. I think that's probably where I would go for cheap centers. Pirtle, a good play. I think he's okay. It's just Popovich, right? That's what concerns me. Morant going to get the minutes tonight. I think so. I think he gets like 25. DeAndre Jordan off the bench or Jarrett Allen starting. I don't think that's confirmed yet. They've kind of been switching it off. Bam or Siakam. I mean, if Bam's going to play like close to 30 minutes, give me Bam. But that stupid quote, I don't know necessarily what that means. If Spurs can shut down Westbrook, J.A. is risky as hell. J.A. If Winslow plays similar minutes to last night, he's a steal 4.5K. Yeah, we just don't know necessarily what the minutes are going to be like. You like Bam? If I knew he's going to play 25 to 30 minutes, yes. Portis, Morris, LeVert, or Rui. From what we know right now, give me Portis. Best play from 6,200 to 5,400. I think Lonzo, R.J. Barrett. These Heat guys, I don't know. Like, I want to play Jimmy and Bam, but I still don't know what that stupid quote is. Like, hopefully we get some clarity on that. But as of right now, Lonzo and R.J. Barrett. I want to play those Heat guys, but we don't know. Lonzo or Ingram, that's really close. Ingram's a bit cheaper. That's really close. Give me Lonzo, I guess. Holiday or D'Angelo Russell. Where did that go? Holiday or D'Angelo Russell. Also close, and both those guys can go lower owned. Give me Holiday. You like Ellington, 2 scoring dependent from me. Butler and Norvell or Morant and Portis. As of right now, give me Morant and Portis. Who do you think is chalk? Who is a player with a cheap tag you like? Thanks for all the DK, appreciate it. Chalk, I think, is going to be Harden and some of those Lakers cheapies. So the cheap guys I like are any of those Lakers guys and then John Morant. Embiid, yes, you can play Embiid. Lowry, Fred VanVleet, OG, Siakam, Gasol, Toronto center or starters. Thank you. Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni said he would have his full rotation of healthy players available tonight against the Heat in Rockets' final preseason game. His full rotation of healthy players. Is that's still like kind of like what? That's a tricky tweet as well. Per MDA, it's all hands on deck for all healthy players tonight for the Rockets. What does that mean, man? Like, come out of these quotes. These quotes are killing me. It's all hands on deck for all healthy players tonight. I'm pretty sure, if I'm reading that correctly, I think that means that he's going to play a lot of players, and that means Westbrook and Harden could be limited. And now I'm worried. This is a headache, man. I really like this slate, and now it's turning into a headache. Because all these beat writers and their quotes. Fizdale said he'd probably trim R.J. Barrett's minutes tonight. No Morris in the starting line for the first time, so he'll probably play less. Well, I'm not going to guess. You can always hit someone with the head with the ball. What? Beat writers are really something else, man. Like, come on. Okay, we got some Raptors news. Raptors are going with what I expect. Raptors are going with what I expect to be the opening night starting lineup. Brooklyn Lowry was making his preseason debut. Van Fleet, Anunoby, Siakam, Gasol. Yesterday, Nurse told us that he intends to approach this game as a dress rehearsal and ramp up the minutes for his regulars a bit. He wants to get a look at some of the fringe rotation roster guys before. Okay, so now it's looking like Toronto is dress rehearsal. Sorry if I'm not answering your questions, guys. There's just so much news I'm trying to decipher right now. I might have to pass right now on the questions to try to get to the bottom of this news. Rockets planning to play this one as real as you can for preseason. So, okay. So, I'm pretty sure that means that it's going to be like a regular season game for the Rockets, right? Rockets planning to play this one as real as you can for the preseason. Okay. Yeah, so with RJ Barrett's minutes being cut a bit, that's a slight downgrade to him. Yeah, everyone's tweeting at these beat reporters trying to figure this stuff out. We still have 13 minutes to lock. DK, check what I tagged you in. Lowry, maybe. Yeah, I mean, the Raptors guys get a boost now. If they're gonna, those Raptors guys are now in play. Siakam is a pretty solid spend up. Nick Nurse, coach, he says there's a lot of fringe players they're not decided. So while Nurse wants to play starters extended, he will end up giving reserves more minutes. Rockets hurting my brain. Exactly, man. Like, this is not what I needed a Friday after a long week, just trying to decipher this stuff. Yeah, so sorry if I can't get, if I'm passing your guys' questions. I'm still like trying to get to the bottom of this stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to get some news from the Heat beat reporter, Ira Winderman. He's not being clear in his quotes. This is what we got so far, right? It's all hands on deck for healthy players for Rockets. And then we got from the Heat beat reporter, Rockets planning to play this one as real as you can. I'm pretty sure that means they're going to play like a regular season game. And the Raptors, regular season dress rehearsal. So Knicks, Fizdale, RJ Barrett going to trim the minutes. If he's going to trim the minutes in RJ Barrett and no Marcus Morris, that worries me a bit with the other starters too, right? So there is a lot of risk on the slate now. There's no guarantees on anyone. Yeah, it's a slate that I came in really confident about, and now I'm kind of second guessing myself with all these quotes. Yeah, everyone, literally, if you guys go to these beat reporters, everyone is just commenting, like, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? I don't think we have confirmation on any of this yet. Jonathan Fagan, speaking of tonight's game, no preseason load management in the back-to-back for Miami, quote tweet. Okay, from Jonathan Fagan. That's pretty big news then, right? Because if those Miami guys are playing big minutes. Speaking of tonight's game, yeah, no preseason load management in the back-to-back for Miami. Sorry, I'm trying to get all this stuff out to you guys. So now, if they're not going to be managed, or if they're going to play normal minutes, those Heat guys, then the Houston news is just noise. These beat reporters are auditioning for roles of Riddler. That's play hard and a ton. Yeah, so I think right now we got the Heat are going to play it like a regular season game. The Rockets are, and the Raptors are. So, all right. Give me a few minutes here, guys. We got 9 minutes to lock. I gotta try and mess around with my lineup here because I might switch things around and try to get those Heat guys in. So you rolling Winslow? I mean, those Heat guys now are pretty appealing. From what those beat reporters are saying, those Heat guys are pretty appealing, right? Jimmy and Bam, Winslow, Jimmy Butler's will dog it. Yeah, sorry if I can't get you guys questions right now. I got to switch things around here again. We're still trying to get to the bottom of all this news. Lowry, yeah. I mean, literally, any of those Raptors guys are in play, right? If they're going to treat it like a dress rehearsal, yeah. Seems like noise to me. There's a lot of noise now, right? I don't know what is going on. It's tricky because then if I try to get guys like Jimmy Butler and Bam into my lineup, then I gotta either fade Harden or Curry, and I don't want to fade either. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with what I got, which is go with the Lakers cheap guys and go the spend ups, and then the mid tier guys with the Pelicans and Knicks game. I think I'm gonna stick with that. These beat reporters are just, yeah, they've not been great. I'll say that. But yeah, a lot more guys in play now. Turn the volume up. Can you guys not hear me? Sorry, I'll turn it up a bit. This news is tough because you know the Laker game is going to decide GPPs. Gasol, Smash, Allen. Yeah, I mean, those Raptors guys now are a lot more appealing, right? So, Siakam, Lowry, Van Fleet, Gasol, Ibaka. You could go to any of those guys. If they're going to treat this game like a dress rehearsal against Brooklyn, I think all those guys are viable. So now you really could go either way. You could go more balanced and go with some of these Raptors guys and go with some of the Miami guys, or you could go stars and scrubs with the Lakers cheap guys and then like spend ups like Harden, Westbrook, Curry, Embiid. I think you can go either way now and feel pretty confident. So, brief overview again, what we got. This first game, I think it's Embiid for me, and that's kind of it. You could look to Tobias and Al Horford, but it's really Embiid, and I think that's it. In this Toronto-Brooklyn game, I think you could go to any of those Toronto starters. Brooklyn, you could go Kyrie, right? The minutes probably be 20 to 25 or 25-ish, I think. You could go to Jared Allen as a value play. Houston, Miami, it's those spend-up guys with Harden and Westbrook. Miami, now that we know they're going to treat it kind of like a regular season game, I like Bam a lot. I like Jimmy Butler a lot. I like Winslow a lot. You could really go to any of these guys. Myers Leonard is a cheap play. Jones Jr., Dragic off the bench. So a lot of these Miami guys are now in play, and they're really cheap. And then there's Pelicans Knicks game. Again, I still like a lot in this game as well. Drew, Randall, Lonzo. I'm a little bit worried about RJ Barrett, right? Because they said they're going to limit the minutes. So I think if you had him in your lineup, I think I would get off of him now. Ingram, Bobby Portis off the bench. You could look to NAW. We don't know what the minutes going to be like. Marcus Morris. I don't think it's necessarily confirmed he's playing yet. Melly, Mitchell Robinson. There's a lot of pieces I still like in this game. Memphis, San Antonio. It's Jaren Jackson Jr. and John Morant for me. And then the San Antonio side, it's still kind of a stay away because it's Greg Popovich. We don't know. And then Lakers, it's any of those value guys. And Golden State, it's those three spend-ups. Morris or Portis. I think I would go Portis now. Who's playing center for the Lakers? Well, it could be Kakak, or it could be Jared Dudley, or it could be Kostas Antetokounmpo. Kyrie isn't starting. Wait, Kyrie is not starting? Where do you see Kyrie is not starting? Hero must be starting. Butler or Bryant? Right now, I'd go Jimmy Butler. Oh, no, Kyrie's starting. Net starters, Joe Harris, Torian Prince, Jarrett Allen, Karis LeVert, Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie is starting. Draymond or Chris? I'd go Draymond there. I like the upside in both those guys, though. I think Draymond's a little bit safer. If you want to get risky, go Chris. My lineup is so easy. If you all saw it, you would make it. Harden, Ja Morant, Harden, Winslow, Kakak, Bam, Ball, Draymond Green, Curry. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Butler or Bam, that's really close. I like both those guys a lot if they're going to play big minutes. That's really close. You guys know I love Bam, so I'm going to lean towards Bam, but I like both those guys a lot. Gasol or Millie? From what we know now, I think give me Gasol. Joe Harrison play? Not for me. Too scoring dependent. I don't think we have to go there. Caruso or Marc Gasol, assuming Gasol is playing full minutes. Man, Gasol's old though, right? Even if he plays full minutes, I think he still only gets like 20 to 25. I think the safer option is Gasol. I think Caruso's the riskier option for sure. How's this, DK? Let's see. Curry, Jimmy, Kostas, Bam, Siakam, Winslow, Kakak, Harden. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, right, from what we know. Yeah, I like that. Good luck tonight. Good luck, guys. KCP or Russell? Well, are we talking D'Angelo Russell, Russell Westbrook? What Russell are you talking about? Panic mode. Dan, that's good lineup. DK wise, Winslow or Barrett? Right now, give me Winslow because they said they're going to limit the minutes a little bit on Barrett. And if Miami's going to play this game close to like a regular season game, then yeah, I like those Miami guys. Panic mode. Welcome to NBA. Ball or Barrett? Give me Ball right now. Yeah. I was really confident going to the slate. Now I'm a little bit less just because these beat writers. But Winslow or Caruso? I think the safer option as of right now is Winslow if he's going to play close to 30 minutes. Jarrett Allen or DSJ? Jarrett Allen is probably safer. I think DSJ has a little bit more upside. Thanks, bro. When I hit expect donations, hey, I appreciate that, man. I'm fading the first two games. I am too right now, still, but I don't feel great about it. I felt pretty confident fading those first two games, but now not so much. I still do not have anyone in the first two games, but it's something I don't feel great about now, right? Those Raptors guys scare me with fading, like Siakam, like Lowry. Those guys, I'm a little bit scared of fading now. Sneaky point guard FanDuel isn't Ish Smith. I don't think you have to do that. Ingram or Draymond. I like both. Give me Ingram, I guess. I'm so scared now. Haha. Yeah, there's some risk involved for sure. Thanks for sorting this news, DK. Probably would have tanked if I hadn't stopped by. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's kind of been a headache, right? Beat writers, and they're using questionable quotes. I'll say that. Questionable tweets. Beat writers giving the Da Vinci Code. Literally what I feel like, right? Trying to decipher this code. Like, what the fuck? Too much tinkering. It's too hard. Good luck, guys. Yeah, that's why I was going to switch around, but I'm sticking with my lineup of stars and scrubs. Those stars guys and those cheap Lakers and Ja Morant are those guys I'm considering. I'm sticking with that build right now. And then the guys in the Pelicans next game. Do you like Ellington? I have 4K left. Don't know what else to go. He's too scoring dependent for my liking. I don't think I would go there. I personally would go to those Lakers guys, but that's just me. Ellington can knock down threes and get you there. He's just too scoring dependent. Thanks, man. Of course. Bam, JJJ, or Dre? Give me Bam right now on the basis of the Heat guys play 25 to 30 minutes. And I think that's kind of confirmed from what we know so far. So give me Bam. I think it would be Bam or Draymond for me. Embiid, 25% owned. I'm a little bit scared now of not having any Embiid going up against Thomas Bryant, right? Like, Embiid should crush. I'm like Dustin Hoffman and Rain Man right now. Saying I was doing too much tinkering. Whatever happens, happens exactly. I put Curry, Embiid, and Harden in a line. Yeah, I mean, there's enough value to fit 3 studs. I have 2 studs in, but there's enough value to get 3. Wow, Embiid, 22% owned. That's a little bit higher than I thought. We don't know what the minutes are going to be like. I mean, Embiid's always a guy that kind of limit the minutes. So, yeah, I'm worried I don't have any, right? He can definitely crush against Thomas Bryant. Josh Richardson, 5% owned. Well, 5% owned. I think that was the $33. That was the $180. I think I just checked. I'm in the $180 windmill tonight. Just FYI. I think I saw Josh Richardson 5% owned. In my opinion, that's lighting money on fire for a guy that's willing to play the first half. Embiid is 34% of mine. Akosis reaching. Any of those Lakers guys are in play. How are you seeing draft percentage? So I just go into the tournament itself and then look at other people's lineups. There are like other ways. People somehow get them like right away. I don't know how. Some kind of program or something. But for me, I'm old school. I just go line by line and try to find guys' ownerships, basically. Gasol or Melly or Robinson for center. I think I like the upside the most on Mitchell Robinson, but he's also the riskiest, right? The upside's high, but the floor is low. If you want to play it safe, I probably think Marcus Gasol is the safest option. Hopefully Horford steals Embiid's production again. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. My line for FanDuel cash is Morant, Ball, Harden, Daniels, Winslow, Ingram, Kakak, Siakam, Robinson. What do you think of that lineup? I think that's pretty solid, right? I think Troy Daniels goes a lot lower owned than those other Lakers because, he was questionable, right? Yeah, I like that, Marcus. Hit download CSV file. Okay. Ibaka in play. Ibaka or Kakak. I would lean towards Kakak. I think the minutes can be higher, but Ibaka's not out of play now. Richardson only playing first half, right. I think the people that played Richardson are lighting money on fire. Morant or Winslow, that's really close. I'm personally going to go John Morant, but I like both. Still got 300 viewers in here, guys. If you're new to the channel, would appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. We've been doing preseason content every single day, and we're not going to stop going into the regular season. It starts Tuesday. I will have videos every single day as well as live streams. So would appreciate if you guys continue to follow me on this on the journey, right? CSV using Excel, Microsoft Office, don't know. Okay, yeah. That's probably something I'll do later on. Because Daniels could steal minutes, Jason. Why is Caruso riskier than Gasol? Shouldn't he get? Yeah, exactly. Troy Daniels is in the mix now too, so the minutes aren't necessarily locked for some of those Lakers guys. Like I think now they're in like the mid-20s, close to 30, but they're not as high as when they only had possibly 8 active guys. Morant, Barrett, Morris, Randall, Melly, Russell, Ingram, Harden. I think that's okay. I'm a little less high in RJ Barrett because they said they're going to limit his minutes, but it's still a really good matchup. Best play under 4,200. It's one of those Lakers guys. Any of those Lakers guys, really. Caruso hasn't been great. No, he has not been great. Top Lakers targets, I wish I knew, right? I think the guys in the most upside are Caruso, Norvell, KCP, Kakak, and then you could look to Demetrius Jackson off the bench. I think those are guys with the most upside. Thanks a lot for all your time and help, man. I appreciate that, Rhythm Beast. Thanks again for hanging in the stream. Deanne Waiters or Eric Gordon is safer pick. Those are 2 guys I never play for DFS. They're both way too scoring dependent. that's a coin flip. Both guys can be very hot or cold. I'll let you decide. Those are just two guys I never play. Thoughts on Jaren Jackson? The upside's high, the floor is low. Jaren Jackson, Bam, or Dre? That's a tough decision, right? I think from what we know right now, give me Bam if he plays 25 to 30 minutes. But I don't think that's necessarily confirmed. Melly or Caruso? I think I like Caruso a little more, but that's also close. Do you like Melly? Yes, he's definitely in play. Caruso, Curry, Butler, Randall, Siakam, Ball, Ingram, Bam, okay. Yes, that's 100% okay. Thanks, bro. Morant, solid, safe play? Yes. I think the top value plays are the Lakers cheap guys and Ja Morant. New subscriber. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the content. Again, we got new videos every single day for NBA as well as the NFL. So good luck to them. Okay. Butler, okay, even on back-to-back. I mean, from what we know right now, I think they're going to play pretty good minutes. So, yeah, I like the price tag on him. DK, please stay on fire. It's been green circles every night. Yeah, I've been seeing it, man. You've been crushing it in the preseason. So let's hope we continue it tonight. Just curious in this lineup, Lowry, Curry, LeVert, Favors, Draymond, Bam, and Bede. It's okay. It probably wouldn't be the way I would go. You got a lot of guys. You got guys in the mid-range like Lowry, LeVert, that I'm not like super high on, but I think that's still solid, right? You got the upside in Bede, you got the upside in Steph. Favors is a good cheap option. You have no cheap Lakers, which is a little risky, but I think it's okay. Spurs lineup, best center play. I mean, well, now that Embiid's off the board, I think Siakam's a pretty solid play as spend up. I think Randall's is a pretty solid spend up. I think Jaren Jackson Jr. I think Bam, Draymond's a center. And then cheap options, you go like Melly or Jarrett Allen. Or is Kakak even a center? I think he's only power forward, right? Yeah, so. Did New Orleans say how much? No, they did not, unfortunately. Stone Minimum, better play Troy Daniels or Giannis. Or Kostas, I mean. I think I would go Kostas there, because Troy Daniels is a little score independent. But, yeah, I think I would go Kostas. And they're a little bit thin up front. Lowry and Siakam solid plays or only play one. They're both solid. You can play both. You can play both. Lonzo or Lowry. I'm going to go Lonzo, but it's really close for me. I low-key watch this to know which players 400 other people will play, and then I don't play any of them. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a way to go, too, right? There's a good amount of people that watch this stream, so fade the players I talk about, right? Bam at center solved a lot for me. Yeah, if Bam plays 25 to 30 minutes against the Raptors, I like his upside a lot. I think that's kind of what we're getting at. I might try to. I don't have Bam in right now, but I might try to sneak him in after lock here. We'll see. I'm gonna mess around with my lineup a bit probably. I'm calling Ingram fire tonight with Zion out. Yeah, I like Ingram a lot. Who's the Laker you expect to get a lot of run? All of the Lakers are going to get good run. I probably think the front court guys get the most with Kakak and Kostas, possibly Dudley, but Dudley's a veteran, right? I always lean towards the younger guys in the regular season. But yeah, I think I'm going to hop off here, guys. Been live streaming now for an hour and 10 minutes. But yeah, I need a beer after this long day of work and then trying to fucking decipher all this beat writer news. I need a beer. But yeah, thank you guys again for all coming to check out the stream, the videos. This preseason has been crazy. I really appreciate all the support. Nothing's going to change for the regular season. I got videos every single day, live streams as well. So would appreciate you guys, stick around the journey. I'm not going anywhere, right? Still have videos up for the regular season. Still doing NFL videos as well. So yeah, thanks again for coming to check out the stream, guys. If you don't follow me on Twitter, it's really important to. I will be active, giving my thoughts as we get news throughout the rest of the night. So it's very important to follow me on Twitter after, I hop off here. Thanks so much, DK. Continued growth. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks, man. Yeah, really appreciate you guys coming to check out the stream. We had over 400 viewers. That's crazy, man. New subscriber. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think I'm going to hop off here, guys. So, again, thanks again for coming to check out the stream. I will have my we got the first NBA preseason or regular season games Tuesday. I'll probably have that up tomorrow. That video up tomorrow. I also have my final breakdown for the NFL probably up tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. And then, yeah, and then we're in the groove of NBA regular season every night. I'm excited, man. I'm ready for the grind. So thanks again, guys, and I will see you later.